the land as brother upon brother warred. Scythes to swords, from rock to shore, the people madly weapons forged. Caught within a storm of rage, the land itself was deeply bled, for sanity had fled. I don't like the look of you. An endless night the brothers' war did wreak upon the broken land, until the sorrow lord arose, the grieving night to make a stand. The hammer of Amalur rose, and fell and rose again. He took the throne of Mage.
I don't like the look of you.
Greetings. Hello. What may Durant Alagus do for you? Trading goods in Melaglir is just a necessity for me. I've always wanted to travel and study the esoteric elements of alchemy. But alas, where can one find time for such pursuits? This land is old, my friend. Old indeed. Used to be that the lords of the Alfar ruled over much of the Arathel from the keep to the east of here. But time brings change, I suppose. Now it's just the keep and this village. Melaglir was never a particularly bustling town, but with the recent disappearances and the Tuatha Raiders nearby, few visitors come here anymore. It makes me sad.
Watch yourself. On a darkling wind she rose, gripped within impassioned throes, and I, her chosen witness proud, did fall beneath her endless shroud. Something about you reminded me of the verse. Of course, the poet was discussing death. I am Patrick Morcan. How may I be of assistance? That is why you are here, no? Death has come to Melaglir, and you are but a step behind her. Pardon me. Grief tends to push me toward theatrics. You see, my wife was among the first of our villagers to disappear. But we are a private people, and we prefer to keep our dead exactly where they lie, good and buried. I will speak no more of it. Between the Tuatha invading in the east and the bandits marauding in the west, it seems that death is making a home of Candrian. 211 years I've called this place my home. It was once a peaceful town, but lately peace seems to be in short supply. You wish to know of me? I once owned a shop where I sold trinkets to passers-by. Then my wife was taken. Now I spend my days in the Raven, watching people, waiting to die. Ah, her. A particularly belligerent woman, if I recall. I believe she left our village recently for parts unknown. Master Dace made quite the fuss. Apparently, she left her possessions in a footlocker in her room. I suppose she left in a hurry. Me? How would I possibly know? Don't be a stranger.
Greetings.
Welcome to Melaglir, last bastion of hope in all of Candrian. I grew up in the far north, son of a Loselfar trader. I couldn't have been happier. My mother spoiled me rotten. My parents were very loving and wonderful people. It is hard for me to understand why fate would take them from me so suddenly. I have not seen much of it, as I have only recently arrived in the region. I spent my childhood in the north with my father's people, the Loselfar. Growing up, my mother did not speak of her family here in Candrian. The few times she mentioned them, I got the feeling that she did not care for them. I am beginning to understand why. I tried to talk to my uncle about the Tuatha menace, but he immediately cut me off and banished me from the keep. I do not think a ruler should be so obstinate. My new home, as it were. My uncle banished me from the keep, so here I am. In truth, I do not mind. The villagers are far kinder and more pleasant to be around. They are a curse upon this world. All they bring is destruction and death. I cannot understand how my uncle can allow them to ravage this land unopposed.
Welcome to Melaglir, the worst place you'd ever want to be stuck. Trust me. What do I know of war? I've got my own struggles to overcome. I wish the Alfar victory, but it's not as if I will see any gain from their triumphs. Ha! Melaglir. There are Tuatha about. The local lord cowers in his keep and seeds of unrest everywhere. Take me with you when you leave, will you? I'm a healer. Been stuck here for what seems like an eternity. I've been mending bones and curing sicknesses in exchange for farmers' foodstuffs.
Report any suspicious activity at once.
This town is going to the kobolds. No one's entered the Reed House since they found them.
Those damn Tuatha have ravaged Candrian. A pox on them.
A shame what happened to the Reeds, and the prettiest little girl.
You're not from around here, are you? I am Eli Thames, and I could use your help with a delicate task. Durant runs the general store here in Melaglir. He's a bit off, but he's said to have a singular knowledge of the arcane. Why, I am but a humble agent of change, endeavoring to be in the right place at the right time. Candrian was once the safest region in all of Erethel. No one dared to challenge the Candrian Guard. Now, with the Tuatha raiding up and down the coast, the Guard do nothing but protect Lord Candrian as he cowers in his keep. He is Lord Indre Candrian's nephew, the son of Indre's sister, and a Losalfar trader. Thankfully, he spent his childhood in the north with his father's people. It was only recently that his parents passed away, and he was sent here to come age under the influence of Lord Candrian. Indre Candrian became lord just before the Crystal War began. When the Tuatha invaded, he retreated to his keep and refused to come out. Left all Candrian to die just to save himself and his precious family name. I'd heard it was a quiet town, but now I hear whispers of people mysteriously disappearing during the night. I haven't left the inn since I arrived. Rathir is the great city of the Dockelfar, up the coast a ways. It's old and beautiful, but don't hold a candle to Odessa if you ask me. Lord Candrian wears a large ceremonial signet ring. He removes it only to sleep. I need you to go to Candrian Keep and steal it. Ever since Indre Candrian became lord, the Candrian Guard have not left the area around his keep. The Tuatha are raiding the Candrian coast entirely unchecked, and this gravely worries the citizens of Rathir. We wish to inspire Lord Candrian to leave his keep and drive the Tuatha back into the sea, and the ring is the first step. Excellent. I'm told that Lord Candrian keeps it in his bedroom in Candrian Keep. Obtain the ring and return to me for another task. Lord Candrian keeps the ring in his bedroom in Candrian Keep. Farewell.
What'll it be? Aye, I remember Mistress Fell stayed with us not too long ago, asking questions about the disappearances. Departed in a hurry, paid up, but left her possessions behind in a chest upstairs. Let me know if you discover what happened to her. I hope she's all right. We have the finest accommodations in Erethel. Would you like to rent a room? Very well. We will always have room if you change your mind. Used to be we could count on travelers passing through here every week, but now we're lucky to have any visitors at all. Mel Aglear'd be nothing but a cinder too if we weren't a quick march from Lord Candrian's keep. I suppose his lordship could live with letting his people die, but not if he could hear them screaming while it happened. Been running the inn here in Melaglir all my life. My father was proprietor before me, and his father before him. Is that so? Let's take a look. That bastard! He murders my dear sister Jera in cold blood, then waits 30 years and thinks a note will make everything right. You tell Durfel that if I ever see him again, I'm going to gut him. I trust everything went well delivering the letter to Matix Dace? I'm not sure he took kindly to it. Regardless, you have completed the second labor. For your next labor, I need you to retrieve a sword, Hellbane, off the body of a great Varani blademaster known as Three Swords. Travel to the Tuwili coast, search near the shore, and follow the Tuatha bodies. Three Swords will not have fallen easily. He was called Three Swords for the three weapons he favored. He was one of the only mortals I've ever known to master the challenging art of wielding the twin Fey blades. I'm sure the Tuatha paid a mighty butcher's bill for it. News has recently come to me of the fall of a great Varani blademaster known as Three Swords. He bested me, and instead of taking my life, he took my sword, Hellbane. I want you to find where Three Swords died and retrieve the weapon. Until later, then.
Welcome. What's all this? An artifact stolen from the vault, and it turned up in Lorcareign. I see. You'll want to start with the vault itself. I'll dispatch Oathblade Gwyn Anway to guard it. Meet her there when you're ready. The vault lies south through Tullarain, on the way to the walls. The odd thing is, not a soul's been inside that place for centuries. Can't imagine how someone could have gotten anything out. Never heard the ballads they sing of Grian Brighthelm? Ah, well, those were my days of youthful discretion. You'll never see a dirty blade or an unpolished shield and helm guard, no? Swords must be sharp, armor shining. You must be war-sworn to all the world, as old Balagar said. Head south through Tullarain. Then look for the small pass into the walls. Oathblade Gwyn Anway will be waiting for you there. Good luck.
Mitharu himself sworn to war?
The Castellan sent Oathblade Kent out to do trapper's work. Serves him right.
Paying business, as long as it's important, mind. You'll want to see Grian Shane, the Castellan. The contract board is my responsibility. That and keeping things clean and proper. The Castellan will say he's just a simple soldier. But don't you believe that humble smile. The deeds he's done rival the House of Ballads. Aye, that's us. Warsworn will find a bed to sleep in and services in kind. Bore's our blacksmith, and Braid is quartermaster. And of course, there's old Gryan Shane, the Castellan. And I'm Henrik. I look after things, keep the contract board. If you've got something broken, Bore will fix it up for you. Now you go light on Braid. She's got her hands full as it is, believe me. Well, you're one of us, so hold your head high. I try to, just like Gryan says. Makes my neck sore after a spell. Aye, it's open to all. When you've got one done, come to me for your gold. Simple as that. That I do. Any soul who's willing can take a contract. When it's done, just come to me. I'll see you paid. Right then.
What's this? Let me guess. You've a cracked hilt, a broken greave strap, and a scratch on your shiny new shield. Another day in the life of Helmgard's prettiest blacksmith. If it's rusted, bent, or in splinters, I can mend it. If it's that gold-haired fop Gryan Shane, I can't do a thing for you. Now don't mistake me. I'm happy at the blacksmith's bench as I am anywhere. I wouldn't trade places with Braid or even Gwyn. Our quartermaster, she's right over there. Bit of a wet blanket. Oh, I know I shouldn't grumble so. Our Castellan's fair enough. It's just all the pageantry. We're fighters, for God's sake, not prince courtiers. She's an old bobbin, but don't let that throw you. She's a good sort. Gryan has her look after the old and dusty sights she loves so. It's fine here if you don't mind leagues of yellow wheat and the blinding light of Gryan's smile. Me? I'd trade here for Melsenshire and an eye blink. What's there? Why, the war. History waiting to be made. That and my brother Sverri, where he serves as High Commander. Right then.
Don't let the lad with Braid's tongue fool you.
New to Helmgard? It's a fine place if you're Gryan's pet. Bit of a rut for a hireling otherwise. Well, she's never mean to me. Treats me like a bit of a kid brother, which is a bit demeaning in its own way, now that I think of it. Our brave Castellan. He's not called Brighthelm for his keen wit, I'll tell you that much. Bore's a lump, Hanrik's an oaf, Gryan's a lout, Gwyn's aloof, and Braid... well, Braid's all right. Well, we can't all find Niskaru in some forest cave. If they'd let me fight thieves and wild fae, I could at least begin to prove myself. Mean old bastard, locked in his tower, works his farmers like beasts. I should know. Worked the land there myself, until I left. west of the Strait. Been a bit of a war going on there. Surely you've heard of it. That's the keep off in Dalentard. If I'd only gone there to join.
The Castellan sent Oathblade Kent out to do trapper's work. Serves him right.
Hello. Brian promised I'd have tar, linen, and whetstones by the month's end. But forgive me. You didn't come to hear the quartermaster rant and moan at her lot. Little boy blacksmith. That's what I call him. Ruffles his feathers. But in truth, he's a good soul behind that scowl. Thinks he can pay in smiles, not gold. But he's the Castellan. At day's end, our coffers are his concern. I swear these soldiers need more new shields and greave polish than all the army in Cluricon. And what do? Stand guard over a merchant's stores. I've seen enough pledge shields pass through this keep, eager to join the war over there. Me, I'm happy right here. I do what I can. But were we on the docks of Rathir's Keys, I couldn't keep us fully stocked. The Dockelfar city, it lies easterly, where the plains meet the waters. More trade passes its quays than drinks through the Amer Tavern. Come again when we're better stocked.
Sworn to walk.
Sword sharp. That's our cry, I think.
Greetings. Nime Kent is not worthy of the title Warsworn.
I could pick this lock in a minute. It's how to get from here to the outer gate that's the question.
That traveller girl over there picked my pockets once in Ayton.
Mind your ways while you're here. The Second Plains contract takes a particular sort to pull a ring out of a grave like that. Here's your pay. Wait, have you washed your hands? You've all the scrolls then? Good. Nasty thieves, them kobolds. Here's your gold then. That Freeman bastard that drove up Lucky Mine? Well done. Real Warsworn work, that. And here's your gold. Goodbye.
Most pledge shields arrive.
The Castellan falls in a foul mood.
The one from Brigham Hill.
A powerful relic stolen from our vaults, and they send a single pledge shield. Have they gone completely mad? Who knows how many like it were in that vault, and how many stolen already? Let's go in. We'll see what we find there. In this vault lies every cursed, chaotic tool ever taken from our foes, before we became simple mercenaries. Its doors, its walls, its very floors are imbued with magic to keep these dangerous and powerful things in, and everything else out. Mike Castellan dislikes dust and old things that aren't sung in a tavern, so looking after them, worrying about them, falls to me. This place is mine alone to watch. Once we had shields enough to stand guard here day and night. Then the war came, and off to Cluricon they went. Now I come on my own once a fortnight and inspect the grounds. You can see where that got us. They were using it to summon Niskaru in those caverns. Terrible. This is what comes of forgetting and ignoring. You're far from it now, but it hangs over everything like a putrid fog. Sverri Cora in Melson Shear is Amalur and commands the Warsworn at the front. You'll see in a moment. The outer doors are open, but that's no concern. It's the inner door that's always locked. Only Graham has that key. Come, this way. The inner door. That shouldn't be open. I found this in the leader's hand. It's the key to the vault. Or maybe a copy of it. Can't tell for sure. No knowing how many times they've been in here when they knew I wasn't about. We were lucky to come when we did. Return to Helmgard. Brian Shane won't like this, but he'll have to hear of it all the same. I must report back. See you at Helmgard. It was clasped in the leader's hand. I'll show it to Brian Shane when I report to him.
Salute. Ah, hello. My name is Lannis Davril. I'm a mage of the Scholia Arcana. I don't suppose you have any spare time on your hands. I could use your help with my current research. I am a mage of the Scholia Arcana. I have come to Talarain to test some new magic that I have devised. The nearest chapter house is in the city of Rathir. I am only tenuously associated with them. I prefer to spend most of my time here, where there's no one to bother me. This place is full of monsters, which makes it the perfect place for me to test new magic. I have been working on a new type of magic to track the slaying of beasts. I have vials of clear liquid, which, in theory, will change color once a specific number of monsters have been slain. I believe I have perfected the formula, though I could use a hand in testing it out. Then hunt down the desecrator of these ruins. Kobolds, Krudix, Etten, and those miserable Jotun. I will pay you when these 4 vials have changed color. 1 vial should change after you've slain 10 kobolds. 1 after 5 Krudix. 1 after 3 Etten. And the last after 3 of the Jotun. Good hunting. There are plenty lurking around Talarain, but please don't feel limited to these lands. There are monsters everywhere that must be vanquished. Feel free to go where you wish, as long as you return to me with the vials. Well, perhaps we'll speak later.
As the seasons warn each year, the time to build is followed by a time for ruin. 2 sons of the mortal king were left with Talarain betwixt them, but neither held his share complete. And as these mortals built their kingdom, so too they had destroyed it all with war and jealousies.
I've got supplies if you need them. Don't be a stranger.
Stranger, please. I'm being hunted by Fair Gorta. The bones of all my forebears mean to kill me. The Astor family was once the powerful leader of this land. The bloodline ended when a war erupted between the two Astor brothers. Without a unifying ruler, Talarain fell to what it is today. I do not wish to speak about myself any more than I have to. Not while the curse hangs over my head. The Skaiths were once prolific and powerful. But generations ago, one Skaith desired more. So a Fae offered him great power in exchange for his family's souls. The Fae later told him that it meant not the souls of the Skaith's immediate family, but of every Skaith that was and would be. Thus the curse was born. The name of that one Skaith was lost, so now I call him first. As for my ancestors, the curse animates their bones and gives them hunger for my life. This is the home of my ancestors. It was once a beautiful place. It has fallen to ruin and become overrun with monsters. They are the bones of all my fallen family. I am of an ancient line, and the curse it bears is almost as old. When a Skaith dies, the magic of the curse raises his bones and forces them to hunt its descendants. Nothing of its life remains, just a hunger for Skaith blood. They will not stop until the line is dead, and I fear I am the last. But this curse need not end with my death, if you are willing to help me. I must exile myself from my family. In ancient Alfar tradition, members of the family or clan could be banished forever with the proper ceremony. This stronghold was my family's seat. It contains the solemn bell, the Codex Skaith, and my birth candle. All components for the ritual of banishment I must complete. We should begin. Meet me in Dove Whale, and we shall get underway. A castle abandoned by the Astor family, and later taken over by my ancestors. According to my texts, it became our great and glorious hall. Then my family became cursed, and the hall, like the rest of us, fell into ruin. The solemn bell is not far from the entrance of Dove Whale. If my research is correct, it should be near the old assembly hall. It has been centuries since it was rung last. It is no ordinary bell, and can only be rung using Skaith magic. Let us disturb its slumber. Stay quiet.
Mortals fought over the castles and hills. The servants of the Astor clan divided the remains between them. They called themselves Ratifer, Kents, and Skaiths. They hid their rocks and metal under their castles and called them home. They hoarded treasures and watched the seasons wear their stone walls and their wills.
I need you to escort me to the Solemn Bell in order to stop the bones of my ancestors from hunting me. Stay quiet. That is it. A solemn bell. The ritual says I must speak the magic words to make it ring several times, and announce my intent on leading the Skaith family. Leaving! I said leaving the Skaith family. You should listen better. Stay quiet. The bones of my ancestors did not know we were here. They do now. Now to the library, where I can find the Codex Skaith. Let us be quick. Hold here. There is something behind this door. Do you not sense it?
Oh, it is as I feared. The Scrivener is here after all. I cannot go in that room, not while he is there.
In life, he bound the names of my ancestors to the Codex Skaith, and thus was the keeper of the names of our line. He fought the family's curse, tried to safeguard our names, but his battle was lost, and he became the worst of them. The Scrivener is powerful. I do not wish to face it, even if it is only bones and magic. Please, kill him quickly. Let us be quick. Now that the Scrivener is dead, it is safe for me here. However, I was expecting this place to be in better condition. Well, I suppose this is what happens to a library after a few centuries of neglect. Ah! But here is the Codex. Keep them off my back while I find my name. Let us be quick. It is done! I have added my name to the Codex Scathe. Yes, I added my name. I will explain later. No time now. Hurry! We must find my birth candle and finish the ritual. Let us be quick. I must find my candle amongst these. It will not be long now. Let us be quick. It is no longer here. My birth candle has been taken from its holder. It has been taken, so I cannot complete the ritual. If I cannot extinguish the candle's flame, then I will only have a short time before the monsters reach me. The first must have taken it. He is the progenitor, not like the others, for he has never truly died. Yes, the hunger consumes his soul, but his body still lives. His tomb should not be far. Please, warrior, I must be free of this all. Help me reclaim that candle. Not far from the candle room, there is the family sepulchre. That is the resting place of the first. Stay quiet.
You must be a fool to follow Fatir around under false pretenses of some family curse. The castle once was home to the Astor family, but after they were wiped out, the Scaiths moved in. It was a glorious hall, but fell to ruin when my family became cursed. Yes, I am the first Scaith, the one who is responsible for my family's suffering. The power I gained was not worth the years of torture my family has endured. The only way to end this curse is to allow my family to finally know peace. Many years ago, a Fae offered me great power in exchange for my family's souls. Overcome by a craving to have this power, I gave in to my selfish desires. Ever since, my family has not been able to rest in peace. Once the curse is broken, I can give them the peace they seek. There is a curse only on Fatir's ancestors, not Fatir himself, nor is he being hunted by us. This ritual of his is not to free us from the curse. It is to take control of his ancestors and raise them as his personal army. If you do not believe me, you can go ask Fatir yourself. But if you give him to me, I will be able to release my family from this curse. If you must.
True. There is no curse on me. Only upon my ancestors. This ritual will raise an army under my command. One of my ancestors was a leader of the Aster forces long ago. It is my family's duty to protect Talarain, but I cannot do so on my own. With an army of my ancestors under my command, I will be able to keep Talarain safe. Thank you, friend. If you kill the first, the ritual will be complete, and the army will be in my command.
The first is gone, and now I have control over my ancestors' remains.
You are welcome to any of the treasures in the vault. I thank you for all you have done for me. Thank you for your help, friend. I would not have been... The first is not dead. He now answers to me, as do the rest of my ancestors. He, for one, deserves this current torture for bringing this curse upon my family. Now that I have control of my ancestors, I will use them to protect Talarain against the monsters that seek to destroy it. Do not fear my ancestors, friend. They are under my command now, and in turn, will be your allies. The curse will be broken the day that I die. My ancestors have been searching for peace for generations. They will hardly notice the remaining years of my life. With them in my control, at least my family can do some good for Talarain before we are gone forever.
halls and dells of Talarain stand abandoned. The once great citadels that stood in triumph now lie in ruins. Once pure, they have left the land, and with it, the mark of mortal sins.
riddance to the kobolds. Now on to more fierce fare. Many a beast still needs to be slain, and there is one such beast, a Cruddock, that awaits you outside of Corgan Hold. I have given him the name Smiler, not that he has the intellect to understand what it means. Smiler lurks near the entrance to Corgan Hold. Killing him will take a bit of ferreting, and be careful, he knows these ruins well. Well, perhaps we shall speak later.
Good day.
Welcome back. What can I do for you? Farewell.
Good day.
Many welcomes.
Back again? Still could use the help of a clever traveler if you need some coin. There are guards outside of the prisons in each city. Pleasant travels, Burke. Welcome to Star.
Always open for business when the road is your marketplace. Are you looking to buy items or sell them? Always looking to... To make a bit of coin? Ah, Smiler has fallen. I would raise a glass to the creature's demise, but raising one too many glasses is one reason I was reassigned here to Talarain. Well, you have done your share by ridding the world of him, but there are still beasts that need to be slain. And this particular beast, Colmere, will not be as easy to kill as the others. Colmere is an Etin, a war priest who has made camp in Talarain. The Etin are not very intelligent creatures, but they compensate this with their strength. Well, perhaps we shall speak later. Have you had any luck with the work? Well, you have slain Smiler and Colmere, both formidable enemies to be certain, yet mindless things, easily outwitted. The real challengers are these Jotun. There is a Jotun, a chieftain not far from here. Malgar is his name. Talarain must be rid of him. Be cautious. They may appear brutish, but the Jotun are much more intelligent than the other creatures you may have seen in Talarain. Well, perhaps we shall speak later. Excellent. With Malgar out of the way, all that is left to remove from Talarain are the dregs. That should only take a few... years. Well, so be it. Take the money you have earned.
I'm glad you're here. I've taken the precaution of jailing Gwyn. A bit heavy-handed, I know. But this is a serious matter, and only necessary until we've cleared this up. That vault was hers to watch over. This can't help but put her under suspicion. We have a small jail at the back of the keep. Useful enough, between the freemen and other sorts you find on the plains. Well, on the one hand, she was always consumed with all that dusty history, but it just doesn't seem like her. Fact is, if not Gwyn, someone helped those mages get in. But who? And how? Things in that vault are fine for songs and tales of Eamon. They make the Warsworn seem more legendary and grand. It's all dusty nonsense to me. The vault was Gwyn's responsibility. There's no getting around that. Until it's clear precisely what happened, she'll remain where she is. She never mentioned a key, withholding evidence as well. The girl broods so. Suppose I'm not surprised. I do want to know what became of that key. Yes, these mages, the Farlangi, was that it? They stole the relic, of course. But they must have had help from inside to get in. Your search must continue.
I've got everything a soldier could need, except dagger pommels, or twining or spoons. Come again when we're better stocked.
Greetings.
Don't tell me you believe I had a hand in this. After all you've seen, this is a nightmare. I do, but I blame the Warsworn leadership so much more. After my parents, after all my warnings. What is the saying? They who ignore the past are fated to repeat it. But Gryan would rather sweep this under the rug. That is why I'm here. My parents were loyal Warsworn, but the Order turned its back on them. They would not help, let alone... Forgive me. I am not used to talking of such things. You will surely face more of those mages. In my strongbox by my bed, you will find a ring of mothers. I want you to have it. That our old enemy still lurks somewhere in the shadows? Yes, often and always upon deaf ears. I wish I knew. Today's Warsworn aren't heroes or demon slayers, just mercenaries. Soldiers. Gryan Shane is a shining specimen of the modern Warsworn. The key! Gods damn it, he was in such a rush to throw me in here, I forgot. Take it, show it to Gryan. If it is a copy, I know a Master Locksmith in Tyrion's Rest who might be able to help. Every cursed object from the times of the First Sworn we keep in that vault under lock, key, and other protections. It was only a matter of time before some villain found a way in. Does he think this will all go away after he locks me up? That those mages and their Niskaro will vanish just because he shuts his eyes? Huh. I'll be all right. Just go solve this, and get me out of here. It is described in our histories, a thing of great power won by Aegon from an evil mage. We know little else. Before you found it, we didn't even know it could be used to call forth Niskaro. We didn't know it, but someone did. Despite their loyalty to the Order, the Warsworn could never admit that our own history was intertwined with their deaths. And now this, as if they were spitting on my parents' graves. As much magic and artistry has gone into that key as into the lock, casting a working copy would be no simple task. First, speak with the Castellan. If the key is a copy, then you must seek the Master Locksmith in Tyrion's Rest. Shield.
Welcome.
What's this now? A key found among the vault intruders. I see. Well, I can say for certain that it's not the original. That was the first thing I checked after you went off to the vault. Ah, yes, the gnome. Tarion. He'd know something of how this was done. Did Gwyn suggest this? She always did have a head for these things. Although, if she's behind this, the gnome could be a trap. Be wary, Pledge Shield. As I told you, the first thing I did was verify the key was safe and sound in its proper place. Which means what you found is an impossibly perfect copy. Something else split shield. Things in that vault are fine for... Yeah, it's all dusty nonsense.
Castellan falls in a foul mood if everything's not just.
Engar doing sending a neophyte to rescue me? Doesn't he understand what's going on here? There is a necromancer in Mel Aglir. Ethan Engar is one of the most knowledgeable and respected spellcasters in the Order. He may seem distracted or absent-minded at times, but trust me, we're lucky to have him on our side. Not an unusual thing in these times, especially with the Tuatha raiding the coastline. But Kandrian's always been secure. When the Order heard of what was happening, we had to investigate. Something unnatural was at play. I'll tell you everything you want to know about it, just as soon as you stop the Morkans. I'll tell you my whole life story, just as soon as you deal with the Morkans and save this village. Let this be a lesson to you, neophyte. It's always the quiet towns on the fringe of society with the real freaks, hiding out in plain sight. I'll tell you everything you want to know about it. Just look around you. Patrick Morkan's wife may have died from natural causes, but nothing natural brought her back. I know because I've been watching her walking corpse feast on prisoners for over a week. She and her husband are nearby. If you strike quickly, you can catch them by surprise and end this horror. Yes, I'm not certain which is more torturous, having to watch Patrick Morkan feed villagers to his dead wife, or the way he caresses her cheek as he wipes the blood from her chin. Oof. As threatening as his dead wife may seem, kill the sorcerer first. Once the Master is destroyed, the magic that animates her corpse will dissipate. She's just an automaton, after all. We both know there isn't a magic that can bring the dead back to life. I'll see to getting out of this cell. With you distracting them, I should be able to escape. I'll see you at the Raven when this is done. Now, by all means, take your time killing the psychotic necromancer who almost fed me to his dead wife. I'll just wait here. Hurry! Be cautious when dealing with this monstrosity. Your good luck.
This isn't what it looks like. Oh, fine. I'll admit it. I tried to bring her back from the grave. Is it really so hard to understand? Have you never been in love? I'll say one thing. Your timing is impeccable. I think she's hungry, and you'll make quite the feast. Don't be...
After all this, I'm grateful to be alive. And uneaten. It was lucky that you showed up when you did. I must say, I'm impressed, neophyte. Few of your rank would be able to handle a necromancer of Morkan's power. I will remain behind, attend to the village. You should report to Savant Engar as quickly as you can. I've got my work cut out for me repairing the damage that Patrick Morkan did to this village. But I'm glad to be here at least. We explore the magic of this world, for it is a powerful force that can be abused, as we've seen. It's the main base of the Scholia Arcana in the Feylands. Sometimes I miss city life, but I feel like I have a duty to this town. Farewell!
Lion of Winter, the Magus King, Indarion of Candrian, captured fire in his fist and with it took command. With wisdom and tenacity, the Lord of Aod captained peace. May it never cease.
Welcome to Candrian Keep. Please behave yourself.
Good, you got the ring. With this, we're one step closer to forcing Lord Candrian out of his keep and unshackling the Candrian Guard to challenge the Tuatha. We need to modify the ring before we return it to Lord Candrian. There is an altar in Western Candrian that is perfect for our needs. Take the ring there and place it on the altar. There may be some resistance to your efforts. Just ensure nothing disturbs the ring until it's finished. Return to me when you're done. We must modify Lord Candrian's signet ring with a bit of magic. Take the ring to Western Candrian and place it on the altar. You may have to defend the ring until it's finished. There could be some resistance. The keep is in the southeast corner of Candrian. Supposed to be impenetrable when it's sealed, but I've heard rumors that one could sneak inside through a cavern below it. Farewell.
Good day.
Impressive. The altar put quite a nasty curse on that ring. Restore it to its proper place. Be sure you're not seen. The keep guards have been on high alert since the ring went missing. With Indre Kandrian dead, Arian Raidan is sure to become the new lord. He will drive the Tuatha off our shores once and for all. Don't worry, it will be painless. Once he's worn the ring and retires for the night, he'll sleep and simply never wake again. What did you think we were doing? Honestly, have you ever heard tell of a curse that could forge a brave man from a coward? This is the only way. Good. You'll need to find a different way in this time. Since your last visit, they've sealed the front door and barred all visitors. Remember, place the ring back where you found it without anyone noticing. Hopefully, Kandrian will just think he overlooked it. Restore the cursed ring to its proper place. Be sure you're not seen. The keep guards have been on high alert since the ring went missing. Another time, then.
Greetings.
Good day.
Ah, there you are. Have you heard the news? Poor old Lord Candrian passed away in his sleep. Very sad. Yes. You'll be happy to hear that Arian Rydarn is the new Lord Candrian. Incidentally, I believe this belongs to you. Careless of you to have left it behind, but I hope we can work together again sometime. The Loselfar are an honorable people, and you can easily see that they raised Arian to be a just and virtuous leader. With Arian in charge of the Candrian Guard, they will take the fight to the Tuatha and drive them back across the sea. Indre Candrian was a poor lord. It is better that he is gone. Now, perhaps, the Guard can drive the Tuatha back across the sea and make this land safe again.
Greetings.